What is going on, YouTube? White hair. Really quick game hunting video. It should go without saying, but I'm going to talk about limited edition consoles. Sitting in front of me are two consoles, exactly the same functionality, exactly the same contents in the box, exactly the same purpose. They play the same games. They play the new 3DS games, Xenoblade Chronicles included. The difference between these two systems is that in 10 years, one of these two systems will hold its value very well, and the other one will be down into the dumps. And if you guys didn't figure out which one is going to be the most valuable one, let me point it out to you. It's this Majora's Mask one right here. For whatever reason, obviously collectability being the main reason, these special edition consoles that you see every 3 weeks from Nintendo always hold their value much better than the base systems. I'm going to show you guys a little stack of special edition consoles I have, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about why the value seems to stay so high for them. So I pulled out a small collection of special edition consoles that I have come across primarily at garage sales, believe it or not, over the last 2 years. And the one thing as a collector to keep in mind when buying stuff today, like when buying 3DSs today, is how will the value of this item be in 5 years, in 10 years? And the reason you need to consider that is, I don't know about you guys, but this system here is my 7th 3DS I've purchased. The seventh one I've purchased for myself, that is. I've bought dozens of them to trade and resell, but this is the 7th one I've purchased to own. This would be the 6th one here. So if you're going to be doing a lot of selling, if you're going to be getting rid of systems often, it's important to keep in mind what the value is going to be in the future. And that's why I brought these out. These are proof right here that these special edition consoles always hold their value significantly better than the base models. We'll start off here. Correct me if I'm wrong, this is probably not a special edition, but it was released only in Japan. I believe it was a, you know what, I think it was a special edition. I think it was like a Toys R Us exclusive or something. But this is the gold Game Boy Advance, and anyone that resells these knows that Game Boy Advance base systems like this aren't worth a lot. However, this one is worth quite a bit. Last I checked, this was going north of 50, and base Game Boy Advances are going for about 20. So right there, if I had bought this 10 years ago and I decided to keep this and get rid of the base models, that would have already been a financial smart decision in itself. So that's the first example. The second, probably my favorite system of all time, special edition wise and base system wise, the Game Boy SP, and this is the NES tribute model, I guess. It came out for an anniversary, probably the 20th year or so, and this thing is the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life. I love it to death. It is not the good system, it's not the AGS 101, but who cares? I mean, this is as sick as it gets right here. The button colors, this little vinyl or whatever they put here, and then of course the nod here on the front and the red Nintendo logo. This thing is really cool, and accordingly it is selling for a ton. If I were to get rid of it, it is going for probably $65, $70 as a collectible piece, and the base SPs are going for only about $30. So again, double the value. 15 years after this console came out, 10 years after this console came out, this one has held its value. In fact, it's selling today pretty much what it sold for back new. So I don't recall what Game Boy Advance SP sold for, but I think it was only about $100. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then last, and probably certainly least for the handhelds, a Nintendo DS Lite. This is a Mario edition, obviously. I don't remember when this came out or why it came out, but I got it really cheap at a garage sale, and I decided to hold on to it. Once again, DS Lite consoles do not sell for anything. However, this one has held its value. Last I checked, this was going for $45, $50, and base DS Lites are going for, again, about $20. Not a sought-after system, especially now that people are giving away 3DSs on eBay. If you want a 3DS, you can get one for probably south of $100 right now if you pay attention, so that's really nice. But again, this system's held its value. I hate the DS Lite. I absolutely hate its design and everything, but just because it is a special edition console, I've held on to it. And handhelds are the most common special edition consoles. But they're not the only ones. You can also get at-home TV consoles, whatever you want to call them, special edition. This is a jungle green Nintendo 64. Very sought after for a couple of reasons. A, I mean, just cosmetically, how cool does this thing look? Transparent, the green color. And then B, I believe all of these fantastic colors, again, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they all came with the expansion here. But subsequently, I should say, these fantastic and special edition N64s always go for pretty much twice as much as the base models. You could get a Nintendo 64 for about $35 on eBay, and this thing would cost you $75, $80 complete with cords and a controller. So once again, keep in mind what these are selling for and the collectability and the rarity of these items. Keep that in mind today. So if you go to Target or you go on eBay.com and you're thinking about what console to buy, always buy the limited edition. Now, I know that this Majora's Mask was going for insane prices back when it got launched, but now it's settled down into the low 300s, high 200s. But if you obviously saw this on store shelves or this one, always buy the special edition. And if you own both of them and you're looking to sell one, sell this base console now while it still has some value. Again, this won't be worth a ton of money 5 to 10 years down the road. It's only going to be probably $40, $30 in a decade. So this will retain its value. This will probably still be worth north of $100 down the road. So strictly from an investment standpoint, stick to the special edition, the limited edition consoles, and obviously cosmetically. I mean, this is just way cooler. This is gold. It's got the Majora's Mask Skull Kid face on there. So this is just really cool. That's all I have. I just wanted to tell my piece on it. Me and Fanta were talking about it recently. So just a little, I don't know, game hunting 101, whatever you want to call it. Just a piece on special edition consoles. Leave a comment and let me know what your favorite special edition console is. There are hundreds of these now. Particularly, obviously, Nintendo seems to be releasing them every 2 weeks. So drop a comment. Let me know your favorite limited edition console. This one's mine by far. This is the coolest thing to ever release, I think. The coolest thing Nintendo ever did. So drop the comment, favorite special edition console. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching and have a good day.